it's a dream. You guys are playing Sunday World Cup finals. Who do you want to play against?
The final?
Yeah, like if you guys Sunday's happening, like who would you love to match up against?
Dynasty. I would love to play Dynasty in final, I played so many times against them back in the day when they were playing in Europe. It would be like fantastic because I know that the crowd would be like very noisy. It would be like a kind of similar story. Like a whole team with some passionate players inside, dedicating all the life, building their life around the paintballs to continue to be around the team and playing paintball and transmitting the experience to new generation coming. So for sure, I would love to play this team. Yeah, that would be a great match.
TonTon Flanger 92. Camp PMI. 92 is the first year for TonTon.
TonTon is a big family. Actually, there is the young generation, but there is a link with the previous generation, with Frank Chambon, Loïc Voulot, Kevin Koum. I still have also some good link with the older player again, like the brothers Salmonet, for example, which were very famous French players in US, with Laurent Hamé, which was the former of TonTon.
I'm Laurent Hamé, I'm the founder of the TonTon Flanger, a journey we started in February 1992. The TonTon is quite a family. We are already 4th generation. When I say generation, is that some people today are 60 years old. We have some which are 50 now, 40. We have here the 3rd generation of TonTon were managed by Fred and Fabrice.
Started playing on the TonTons in 1998 and played all the way to 2004. At that time, Laurent was looking for some younger players because the former team was like all a bunch of friends, and when they started getting better and better, then they wanted to get more serious. The level was increasing and increasing, so we really needed to find players that were young, fast, that also had a lot of time to be able to practice.
Laurent, I think, had the good vision to replace the players and make sure there's always a new generation for the next era of paintball. So, at some point that was us, then there was Tavares. And when you're the captain, you want to make sure the team is going to last. So even if you're retired, you find somebody that's going to handle the team and that's going to be good.
Right now, Fabrice, which started to play for the TonTon already in 2000, so it's already 22 years ago, is now the oldest player, which is weird for me, and is continuing that legacy by training new kids, which average of the team, if we take Axel and Fabrice, is probably 21 years old, so they're very young.
I have a lot of confidence in the new players, and they understand our mindset for now and for the future. And of course, maybe when the oldest player will leave, there will be new players, but in fact not really new players, just the players of the TonTon. It's like that in the life. You pass, you change, and it will be their time to be the TonTons and to win.
I think that all the newcomers, like the older TonTon did with Tava and Axel, we want to go in the same direction. We want to do what they did, and it's gonna take a long time.
To be honest, I think I'm not able yet to answer it, but maybe in a few years. But yeah, TonTon is a kind of big family, so we put some big respect to the last TonTon player and the old TonTon player. But I hope someone of the next generation of player maybe will put the same respect I put on the last player on me, maybe.
We went to see the games this morning, and we still have the feeling, and we're really happy to see them when they win. We're happy to see that there is younger players.
I've seen them being competitive. I mean, which is very important for me. It doesn't matter who you are. I like team to be competitive, and obviously they are. They got a new generation of players, and they're doing good.
You really find those players, and it still kind of feel like a family. And there's a lot of respect between all the generation, and having that whole adventure is kind of crazy when you're that young, and you get to just do all that teamwork and live all those experiences. So it was really nice from a human point of view and from the player's point of view. It was just not about paintball. That's just great memories, and that's why we're still here 30 years later.
And I'm proud right now of the new generation, because they have an attitude on the field and outside the field which is amazing. They are very humble and very available to talk for anything, and this is what I appreciate a lot. And I think people realize and like them for this as well, not only for the result but for their behavior on the field and outside the field.
Of course, it's like a huge responsibility for them, but they understand and they try, they work to be the future of TonTon and continue the legacy of best French team and maybe best European team.
I really appreciate all the work and energy put, like I did, but me it was in the 90s, so you give an idea. I'm still there to try to support as much as I can, but the real work they are doing every day, and for me, I admire them a lot, especially Fabrice and Axel for what they're doing for the team.
It's not just playing paintball like other team. It's like more than that, because you will see that during your life, it's like brother, If you have a problem anywhere, anytime, you can call a TonTon, and you for sure it will be there, So it's like even more than family, That's something strong, and I think this is why this label, the TonTon label, continue to be strong through the years, because it's a lot of passionate people all together on different generations, but we still staying as a group, as a family. And the family become bigger and bigger and bigger each year. Each time there is like a new guys coming, because you feel like a part of the family. That's a very, very good experience and good feeling to have this, To have support and saying, okay, I have some people in my back.
Tournaments back then were somewhere on the super air, somewhere in the woods, so it was still a mix between the two. And at that time, the paintball was kind of like booming, so we had the chance to be able to play about an average of 6 tournaments in the States every year, and like 6 tournaments in Europe, plus some other tournaments. So we could basically live off playing paintball, and that was like really, really cool.
And I remember when they came over in Huntington Beach, they made the finals in the very first Huntington Beach ever, and we played them there, and it was, an extremely close set. Going over to Europe in the early 2000s, playing against a lot of the European teams, and particularly the TonTons, which were sort of the cream of the crop for Europe at that point. They'd always be a tenacious opponent. They'd take you down with aggression and really sort of unorthodox style, which interestingly enough, I mean, that's a totally different group of guys that's playing now, but they still sort of encompass that spirit and play the same way. And they do it the French way, which is pretty cool. And you know, that was always the team to beat when you went to Europe. The TonTons predate Dynasty. So the team itself is actually older than our team. And yeah, a lot of the guys that were part of that original team are still around. Colombo sort of bridged that gap. He played with the old guard and now is sort of guiding the new group of players in. And yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, I'd be flattered if someone compared, in my opinion, probably the greatest European paintball team to Dynasty.
I don't want to make any comparison because Dynasty for me are really here, and it's a team that we more than respect because they are friends, and it's a little bit the same story as the TonTon because it's the same people since they start the team as today. But in Europe, believe it or not, they won more even than the TonTon to give you how good and impressive record they have. It's quite weird because we start the first season not with crazy result, but the second season we start to win, and the TonTon is around 330 events played with a record of 111 victory, but a lot of second and third place to give you an idea. So the number of events we won in Europe, well, it's big, but it's just behind Dynasty, believe it or not. What makes the TonTon unique, like Dynasty, and this is why we can to a point compare them, is that spirit, that love of the game and of the sport, because now we talk about sports, but you can feel they eat paintball every day. And they live paintball, and I wish everybody, I know there are other teams like that, but the good thing is that when you achieved, like the Dynasty or the TonTon, to win all this event, and to manage to keep continuing that legacy, we need teams like that.
I say, okay, we are like the European Dynasty team, because when I see the guys, they also have a generation from the 82s generation, the generation that I am, Loïc Voulot was, Pascal, we are all from the 82 generation, like Oliver Lang, Greenspan, you know, they are of this year. And this is a mix. They managed to bring some new kids into the team. And we can see that the Dynasty looks like a family as well. They are sharing good times. They are having a vacation all together with the family, the kids. You can see that the wives, they are here. And they can share this time all together and enjoy more than just the paintball weekend, you know. And this is what we are exactly doing with the TonTon. We are like sharing the time. We are making weekends at the ski all together. We are sharing some good time at the beach. We do a lot of things together outside of the paintball, you know. And we love it, you know. We love it.
I love to see a team like TonTon's that's able to span generational gaps and succeed throughout decades. So much like us, or at least what we're aspiring to do, is build a team so it can live beyond the current players. The TonTons have been in the mix for a really long time, and they've got Axel back, and I feel like they have a chance to win. I mean, they're a great group of guys, and they have something to prove.
I've been evolving to an old player now. It's sad to say, but I was a young kid. They gave it all to me. Now I'm one of the oldest players in the team, in the TonTon team. So I just want to drive the new player to just follow the TonTon path. All the players that played for TonTons had successful career, and I wish all my players to have a successful career. You want them to reach what they want to do, and if they reach it, damn, they will be so happy, I will be so happy, and we will be a strong team. And later on, they will carry the fire and give it to someone new, and it will keep on going.
This is an incredibly crucial moment here at the most important day of the year as we are in the semifinals. We're going to see San Diego Dynasty and the TonTons, and just kind of gives me some memories of back in the old school MPPL days, years and years ago in Huntington Beach. You know, TonTons versus Dynasty, as they battled for a couple seasons in that incarnation of paintball. Recently, though, San Diego Dynasty, the past 2.5 years, it's been their sport. I mean, they've ruled the roost now for a while. They've won over half of the events. But they're going to have to get through the TonTons, who looked absolutely dialed as well.
Allez les gars, on a perdu en poule. On avait des regrets. On était frustrés en fait. Hein? On a une chance de se rattraper. Allez les gars. Là, qui est à l'occasion, dans la poussière, dans le pit juste, on essaie de respirer, écouter, réfléchir. Et là-dedans, on se bat. Allez les gars. Allez TonTon, allez.
Here comes Ryan Greenspan, though, real quick here on the attack. Dynasty cracks that 50-yard line. Look at Snake side. Counter-attack right now for the TonTons. Comes and runs through, dices up Greenspan's pack, and he stays alive.
Archie makes a good read and react off the move up the middle, gets into the Snake. TonTons look really good. Oh, 4-on-2 advantage here for the TonTons. TonTons in complete control here.
The last two players get peeled off because of the attack on the D side, so a nice finish for the TonTons from the Dorito side of the field, and the crowd starting to get some fans for the TonTons here. Dynasty pushing that D side very quickly here to start things out, down a point, as already at the 50-yard line, already into D2, and now making moves with Arturo in the middle. There's still a lot of pressure here. 3 guns looking Snake side. They're going to be losing a body, though, for the TonTons. As Hugo getting shot out. Hugo had a real big game for him in the last one. They're going to be losing another one. It's all coming from that D side.
It's going to be difficult for TonTons here. Chris gets to their side.
Yeah, now Archie's free to go to the Snake.
Yeah, everyone is looking at Chris now. Okay, Axel switch back, but Archie's taking that gap.
Goes to the 50. He's going to get this kill.
Yeah, Archie right now past the 50-yard line here for Dynasty. Looking for backs. He's going to see actually Axel's gun. Oh, and Axel gets the shot in on Archie Montemayor. What a great job by Axel, but he's going to be losing his back center player. And so it's just Axel, and he gets diced up by Marcelo. Great job by Chris Shear. And Marcelo Margot to tie this one up with 10:38 to go. On the breakout, Dynasty doubling up back center as the TonTons love to run. Looks like Hugo going to be taking the walk early for the TonTons and advantage Dynasty 5-on-4.
Axel, not feeling any pressure outside, goes from Snake 1 to Snake 2. Man, this is a great little battle with Archie and Axel over here. 2 of the best Snake guys in the world.
But Archie, yeah, Archie's been doing that and very successfully, staying up and over that top and not feeling much pressure, but
Ryan's going to catch Axel here.
Oh, but then Ryan Greenspan, the legend. I just don't think Axel knew that Ryan had got into that spot.
Nope.
That was a perfect fill by Ryan. Like, as soon as Archie got shot, he moved straight across.
And here comes Ryan Greenspan. He's already shot Axel. Oh, he shoots him in the back, so it's a 2-pack for Ryan Greenspan in a big moment here in a tie ball game with 7:17 to go.
3-on-1.
Oh, but Ryan gets caught cross field. That's a great coast-to-coast shot from the TonTon. Dynasty is still going to get it done with Chris Shear, who's just been so consistent. A little under 6 to play, as TonTons are going to be shooting Chris Shear off the break. Oh, wow, they're also going to get a shot in on Ryan Greenspan.
5-on-3, Matty.
And that forces Marcelo Margot to dig out and dive out into D1.
Axel catches Archie down the line there. Great shot.
Oh, Axel, full 2-pack here for Axel Godin. And then Marcelo Margot's going to get shot as well, too. So, tie ball game right now. Dynasty hasn't conceded. They're going to let the time run down a little bit.
Skinny must be confident that they can beat TonTon with whatever play he's coming up with next.
He's been running essentially the same 5-6 guys. The TonTons, this isn't going to give them a lead, so they also must be content with this as well too.
Yeah.
Because they're not hitting the buzzer. So this is kind of when people that don't watch paintball, if you're in the stands, are like, why are the TonTons not hitting this? What's happening right now? Well, what's happening is this is paintball chess. This is that mental chess match going on. So this one's locked at 2, and Dynasty is rolling with the same starting 5. That's why Kevin Breath there, I'll give him a little bit of a breath. Arturo to the snake off the break, and he makes it clean. That's a gutsy play call here from Coach Breathauer.
Oh, penalty on Toulouse.
Oh, it's going to help out Dynasty.
That's what they needed. There goes Axel. Archie reacts.
Brashear gets out into D2.
Oh.
Archie going to get that kill.
No towel again.
Well, they're going to have to concede this. It's not to tie. It's now to give them a lead, so you do want as much time as possible.
Unless he's confident that they can win the breakouts.
Allez, TonTon!
Dynasty also up by 1 with 2:34 to go. 5-on-5 break.
Axel makes it into the snake for the TonTons. I think Arturo knows he's there, though. At least he's playing like he knows he's there. Axel now getting after that 50. He can wrap and put pressure on Marcel in the back center.
The TonTons, they still got a little bit of time to work with. I know minute 22, but they don't have to start running down the field quite yet. But ideally, they would like to soften this lineup a little bit because Dynasty's just hanging tough.
Yeah.
The only thing the TonTons see are the edges of goggles and the tips of barrels right now.
Oh, Arturo might get smoked.
Oh, Arturo is just pumping paint. They are going to lose Archie Montemayor, though, so there's a little bit of the chink in the Dynasty armor. Marcelo with a gigantic fill across. He gets blasted. A penalty going to be assessed here. Maybe on either, it's got to either be Marcelo or Archie. That's going to pull out Greenspan with 46 seconds left. Axel's going to pop the top as Arturo launches into guns. Just one body left alive. It's Chris Shear in D1, and then he gets torched, and the crowd goes wild for the TonTons. They're going to tie it up. Oh, they're going to let the time expire. They want to go right to overtime. Wow, what a game. Look, there's still some work to do for the TonTons, but if they win the European Series and the past 2 in a row there and then come in and win the World Cup.
Write your own check, baby.
Now, again, it's not over yet, and they're playing Dynasty in overtime, and Dynasty is real good at this, but this is becoming a great story. But it is a bit shocking that we're in the United States. Paintball fans typically love San Diego Dynasty, but everyone loves an underdog story.
Une finale sur un point, les gars! Allez! Hey, une finale sur un point! Un putain de point, les gars! Allez! 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 Allez, putain de point, la finale, les gars! Allez!
So, but it is interesting that the crowd has switched to the TonTons.
They're putting on a show.
French legend right there, Fabrice Colombo. Good to see him still doing it after all these years. It's no clipboard, just freestyling game plans.
He's AI.
He's an artist, dude. He's a coaching artist. The crowd is pumped for this one. It's tied. Heading into overtime, we're throwing 5 minutes on the clock. If we can't get a winner, we will go to one-on-ones. But the TonTons lose a body on the break, but so do San Diego Dynasty as they lose Arturo, so both teams risking it. TonTons also losing another body, and it's a 4-on-3 situation here in favor of Dynasty. Looks like Axel's gonna launch, and he's gonna get in the insert bunker here, snake side. So Axel able to dip in there, safe. Greenspan now pumping paint that lane, but that little diversion does allow Archie to get out wide, so he can try to counter and keep Axel
got to
posted.
stay alive here if TonTons want to have a chance to win this, Matty.
Good field by Marcelo as Marcelo gets over to help out Archie. And it may come down to this gunfight on the sideline between Axel and Archie.
Axel cannot get snapped down the line here by Archie. He's got to be very cautious here.
Tense moments here in overtime. Marcelo's going to move up, and he's going to get right behind Archie Montemayor as we're down to now 2:14. Marcelo hits the deck, crawls right in here with Archie, and he's going to continue to go forward.
Now there's no excuse for one of those guys not to go trade out with Axel, right? Don't gunfight with him.
as Marcelo is now hunting for Axel Godin down to 1 minute and 42 seconds left to go. And here comes Marcelo Margot as he's gonna crawl up. He's looking for it. Is he gonna launch? He definitely is in position to shoot Axel if Axel decides to try to run down Archie. Oh, but then Axel stitches up Archie, then Marcelo shoots Axel Godin, so it's just Marcelo Margot in the snake, and then Marcelo Margot is gonna get the gunfight win on Colombo. Can Marcelo complete the 3-pack? Looks like Chris Shear might have stolen that kill, but Marcelo Margot gonna save the day here for San Diego Dynasty in overtime.
Nice move, Marcelo.
So Dynasty has a chance to win 4 World Cups in a row as they will be playing Edmonton Impact, but Marcelo Margot doesn't do that. We could be singing a different song here because Axel made that a beautiful snapshot on Archie.
fight, fellas.
Allez les gars, allez c'est bon, on sèche là. Allez.
Les gars, les seules lampes qu'on a le droit de sortir, les gars, c'est les lampes de haine. L'année prochaine, on revient, on défonce tout, ok? On sait toutes les petites erreurs et tout, c'est un rêve. On a toujours le même rêve, les gars, ok? On l'a toujours. C'est bon?
Ils ont pas fini de les voir, les gars.
Montrez pas ça aux autres. Montrez pas ça aux autres, ok? On s'isole dans un coin pour faire ça, mais montrez pas ça aux autres. L'année prochaine, on revient et on la gagne, cette putain de cup. D'accord, les gars?
Allez, les gars.
On est un bon groupe, ok? On est un très bon groupe. Tous des individualités. Avec tout ce qui nous est arrivé sur le tournoi, on arrive quand même à finir cette demi-finale à l'overtime, ok? Contre une top team, la meilleure peut-être, ok? On n'est pas ridicule, les gars. On n'a pas été du tout ridicule. Hein.
Allez, les gars,
on a juste et on les défonce l'année prochaine. C'est compris pour tout le monde.
La rage, les gars, la rage!
Allez!
Pas la peine, la rage, la haine! La haine! Ok? 1, 2, 3,
I was looking young, you know, like feet, you see in the neck. Where are my legs from this time, you know? You know, it's like years and years that we are practicing for this time. And when you summarize everything, you say, okay, it's just about 1 point. It's 1 year every weekend to practice since, for me, 20 years, but for some it's like 10, 15 years, and some younger, just to win this point to reach the final, you know. So it's like, this is sad, but we lost against a big team, which is Dynasty. They won both the series, then the World Cup, so they are a great team. Personally, I'm very proud about the team and the young kids coming into the team, because they show the personality, they show what TonTons were able to make on the field, and they show that I hope that we manage to transmit the passion that we have to play and the enjoyment that we have to play. You know, I hope the crowd enjoy it as we enjoy to play. I think it was a good show. We showed that we had some kills, some personality, and we can be on the field against anyone in the world, and we will give them some hard time for sure.
I just feel lucky to be part of the TonTons. We're all just driven by passion, and that's what brings us all over here. The old players, the new players. I'm driven by my goals, by the team goals, by the feeling you get after playing, the feeling of winning, the feeling of losing. It just keeps me in this game for so many years, I guess. So I just enjoy the time I'm spending with my boys, and we're just building something, and we will be unstoppable at some point. We will be.
Les TonTons, c'est une famille qui existe depuis 30 ans et quand on se déplace sur tous les tournois dans le monde, on a toujours des anciens tontons qui sont là et qui nous suivent et qui nous encouragent et qui nous conseillent aussi. On reçoit des messages, on a derrière nous toute une énergie qui nous pousse à être meilleurs, et les jeunes qui rejoignent l'aventure tonton ressentent ça aussi, et ils sentent qu'ils intègrent une famille. Eux, ils s'entraînent, ils jouent, et derrière eux, il y a le passé aussi qui les pousse à être meilleurs. Et je suis sûr que ça va continuer comme ça, parce que les tontons, c'est forever, c'est pour toujours. Ça veut dire que tu rentres tonton et tu restes tonton forever. Sometimes the players ask me, do you want to quit paintball, or when do you want to quit paintball? And I say, for the moment, I enjoy every day at paintball. I enjoy to be with the team. I enjoy my job in the team, to be the coach, and it's like a family. It's my weekend family. So I pass a lot of time with them. So I want to continue with them for. When I have this good feeling in my heart to stay with them and be at the paintball, I will continue to do that forever. So I think just if you are with people, they want the same as you to win and win the best tournament in the world, we are on the same page, we can continue to do that together.